This is my favorite spice. So
voila! Tastes really good and it smells good. Hey y'all! So I was in the process of cooking one of my favorite meals, and then I realized I should grab the camera and share this with y'all because it's an easy, tasty recipe and it's a classic chicken noodle soup. So this is a slow cooker recipe. Love my slow cooker. And in here I already have some garlic. I like to use this type of garlic. I did about a spoonful. And 2 cream of chicken soups. Then I have made some chicken broth, and this is the base I like to use. It's tasty, and you can add as much or as little as you want to get however strong a flavor of chicken you want in your chicken broth. And this isn't on, I just placed it there. Then I go ahead and add in some of the chicken broth, but not all of it, because I actually like my soup pretty thick. So I'll add a little bit of broth and mix it, add a little more and mix it until I get my personal desired thickness. Yep, so I just mix it around, and also depending on how much soup broth I want, I might add in another cream of chicken soup and more chicken broth. Just depends on how much you want and how thick you want it. Yeah, I'm gonna need more. So that's too thick. Okay, this is good for now. It's still really thick, but I can add in more chicken broth later. Then I just add in the chicken. I'm going with 2 chicken breasts, and over here I got onions and peas and carrots. Peas and carrots. Peas, please. What's weird is I actually don't like peas by themselves, but I'll eat them happily if they're like in a pasta dish or a soup. And the onions. You can dice them if you want to. I just decided to leave them like that. Then I mix it around a little bit. Lid goes on, and what's going on? Oh. I should probably plug it in. That would be helpful. Oh. Okay, here we go. Start. Slow cook. Now, you can cook it for like 7 hours on low, but it's already the afternoon and I'd like this for dinner. So I'm gonna do 3 hours on high. Ta-da! I just realized I forgot to put in the mushrooms. And I really like mushrooms in chicken noodle soup. If that's weird, oh well, I like it. So we're gonna add those now. Mushrooms are added, and there's still about 2.5 hours to go, but we will occupy ourselves. I'm actually gonna get some college work done. But look, happy as a hippo. Hey, hey, Harlow, it's you. Not over there on my sweater. 1 minute left. Smells amazing. And oh, fogged up the camera. It looks good. So for the noodles, you can basically use whatever you want. I had spaghetti noodles here that I was just gonna break up, boil, and then throw in, but then I decided I wanted some rice instead. So I've got my little rice cooker going, and I don't put the rice into the soup. I store them both separately. So like when there's leftovers, I'll put the soup in one container and the rice in another one, because if you put the rice in the soup and leave it there, the rice just kind of absorbs all of the broth, and I don't want it to do that. So rice and soup separate, and then when I serve myself a bowl of soup, I just put however much rice I want in there. And you can also do potatoes if you fancy that. You just gotta put them in the crock pot at the beginning with all the other ingredients, but I think rice sounds nice for tonight. Little rice cooker is going, and here's where you kind of just do the finishing touches. So actually this thickness is perfect. That's how I like it. I'm gonna take out tongue twisted. Take out the chicken and shred it. Ta-da! So you can leave the chicken whole, you can cut it. I prefer to shred it, and it shreds really well because it was made in the slow cooker. And now I'm gonna leave the chicken there while I do the finishing touches on the soup.
So first I taste it, and this is where, you know, if it's too thick, I'll add in more chicken broth, or if I need to put more chicken base to give it a stronger flavor, or I want to put in some spices. It tastes really good. I think I'm going to put a little bit more chicken base in, and let's see. This is my favorite spice. So it like fell out of the cupboard and just not an ingredient I was meaning to add. Okay. Oh look, it's garlic powder. It's just empty. Why do we, ow, it's hot. Okay, why do we have an empty container? I don't know. And that is a sign that it needs garlic powder, I guess. Garlic powder in there correctly, and I'm gonna put in some chicken base. It's the same stuff I use to make the chicken broth, but I'm just putting it straight in here because I want a stronger flavor, but I don't want it to get thinner from putting in more chicken broth. So I just put that in directly, and I'm gonna mix it up really well. Mixing it up, and this has got to be my favorite kitchen utensil. It's just so good for so many things. My dad got it for me as a gift because he had one and I kept threatening to steal it. But I think he bought this at Publix, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm sure Amazon has it. I don't know what it's specifically called, but I love it. All right, mix that up. Perfect. Now we're gonna throw the chicken back in. Voila! Tastes really good and it smells good, and now I just have to wait for the rice to finish cooking. Rice is finished. I love my little rice cooker. I got it from Amazon in case anyone's wondering. Anyways, put the rice in the bowl, put the soup on top. Ta-da! All right, let's try it. Gonna try the soup. So tasty and so easy to make, and I always make enough to have leftovers because I could literally eat this all day, every day. And when my GI issues are acting up and I'm having more problems with my oral intake, soup is kind of a go-to for me, and smoothies and stuff like that. So lots of good reasons to make chicken noodle soup. So I gotta ask, let me know in the comments, are you a soup person? Because I have found that people either love soup or they hate it. I absolutely love soup, and Judd hates soup. He's always like, how can you eat soup? We're in Florida, it's always hot. I'm like, I can eat ice cream when it's cold. So I'm definitely a soup fan. Oh, I guess that's her attempt to try the chicken noodle soup. Oh. Do you want soup or are you alerting? Harla. Okay, she just wants soup. The best dog. If she were alerting, it would be much more persistent, continuous, and obvious. She's not concerned about me right now. She just wants snuggles and whatever remnants of chicken noodle soup's on my mouth. But dinner was delicious, and I hope y'all enjoyed that recipe. I really don't have a recipe to share. If I can find one on Pinterest that's similar to what I make, then I'll put it in the description. But if not, like, I gave you all the steps. It's pretty easy to just throw together. I don't use specific measurements or anything like that. So Harlow and I will say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.